Good morning. Thank you so much for being here. As usual, we'll get started by inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and letting the body move any way it wants to. So, just checking in with ourselves, seeing how we feel. Moving in whatever way feels good. Okay, when you feel ready, we'll start shoulder rolls, doing alternate shoulder rolls. So one at a time. So one shoulder and then the other. Go at your own pace. Let your head move however it wants to. I'm also adding like a little sway to the hips, side to side, whatever feels good. A few more going back. And now let's take it forward. So one shoulder then the other, rolling forward. A few more going forward. Okay, now let's do both shoulders back. The next time the shoulders come back and down, keep them down. If the feet are wider like mine, bring them more under the hips, flex the wrists, and let's do some circles. Kind of like we're pushing down into the floor. Change direction. Okay, shake it out. Let's bring the hands in front of the belly. We'll turn to one side, and then the outer, the arm opposite to the direction you're turning comes up, Turn the palm out, sweep down, and come back to center. So we turn, arm comes up, we turn the palm, sweep down, and back to center. So a few of these. Couple more. Okay, relax the arms. And let's just give ourselves a little toe stretch. So we'll put the tops of the toes down. And just take a few breaths. Okay, switch sides. Perfect. Let's come to the top of the mat. We can have our blocks around in case we need them. Okay, so let's start. Shoulders back and down, toes up. Take a few breaths here. Spread the toes, bring them down. Inhale, open up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Go with your breath. We'll do a few. Okay, next time we fold, hands to earth, step it back to a plank. Take a breath or two. And then lower knees, chest, chin. Flatten the feet, tuck in the elbows, cobra up downs. Inhaling up, exhaling down, just a few. And here we'll take it back to child's pose or downward facing dog if you prefer. Let's try to inhale with the pelvis, exhale out the back ribs. Okay, we'll make our way to all fours. And let's do some cat-cows. Inhaling up, exhaling as we round. Move with your breath. Okay, come back to center. Let's tuck the toes. We're going to try something. Lift up the knees. From here, let's see if we can step one foot back to plank and then the other foot back to plank. Step one foot back into table, but keep the knee up. Other foot back to table, but keep the knee up. So if that works, let's do it. If it doesn't work, then just be like in your regular table with the knees down. Step back to plank, step back to plank, come back, put the knee down, put the knee down. So whatever's okay for today. We'll just do a couple more, whichever version. Okay, let's bring the knees down and come back to a child's pose, or if you feel up to it, a down dog. If you're in the child's pose, you can circle out the wrists a little. Okay, as you feel ready, come back to all fours. And let's do some cat-cows side to side. So we dip to one side, round to the other side. Go with your breath. Move at your own pace in your own way. Okay, change direction. Okay, come back to center, child's pose or down dog. All right, from down dog or all fours. Inhale, extend the leg you want to step forward. Exhale the foot towards the hands. Back foot comes down, and we come on up. Relax through the shoulders. So we're in like a warrior two stance. It can be wider or shorter, whatever you like. Let's circle the front knee and kind of just like let the whole body follow. Other direction. Okay. Let's land in the warrior two. So adjust your feet if you want to. See what you want to do with the arms, whatever you feel like, up or down. Try to tuck the front ribs in and turn the head same direction as the bent knee. Relax the face. Let's breathe. Okay, take a moment to relax the arms, straighten the leg, and just shift through those hips a little. You can always let out a sigh. It's just a good way to release. So we're getting ready for triangle and then half moon. So even if you don't want the block for triangle, you might want it for half moon. So have it close by. And if you don't have a block, you can use the floor if you reach, or you can use a chair. And for triangle, you can just use your own leg. Okay, let's get into that triangle. Inhale. Exhale, tilt and reach, 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 reach. Can't reach anymore, drop the hand wherever it lands. Top arm can be up or on the hip. Position the head somewhere where it's comfortable. And imagine an imaginary support for the head, like a hammock or a table. About 10 breaths here, so make sure you're comfortable. You can always come a little higher if you're not comfortable. We're looking for an opening in the low abdomen. Okay, let's breathe. Okay, we'll transition to half moon. So bend the front knee, grab the block if you have it, slide it forward. So it's positioned outside the foot, so not in front of the foot, but outside the foot. Shift the weight. We can either step the back foot in or see if we can launch from there. Here, we'll do our best to stack hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. The back hand can stay on the hip or come up. Keep both sides of the torso nice and long. And a few more breaths. Okay, bring it down into a standing forward fold as long as that's comfortable for you. If not, stand or place yourself somewhere that is comfortable. We'll take a few breaths to relax. So if you're in the fold, let the head get heavy. I'm holding my hands behind the legs, but do whatever you want with your arms. And let's just take a moment for ourselves. Another two or three. Okay, slide the hands up the fronts of the legs, on the shins or the thighs if it's more comfortable. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Do a few with your breath. Okay, the next time we fold, hands to earth. Let's step it back to plank. Take a breath or two. Lower, knees, chest, chin. And this time for our cobra up downs, let's do wide hands. So, oh, you're losing my hand, but you know it's there. Open up the hands outside the mat, and then usual inhale up, exhale down. Okay, tuck the hands back in. Let's make our way either child's pose or down dog. Taking a good 5 breaths before the other side. Okay, so make your way all fours or down dog. Inhale, extend the other leg. Exhale the foot towards the hands. Back foot comes down. And we come up into our warrior two stance. So it could be wide, narrow. For now, it's kind of whatever. Let's circle the front knee. Keep the rest of the body loose. Change direction. Okay, let's land in the warrior two. So if you want to make your stance wider or more narrow, go ahead. Bend the front knee. Arms up or down, front ribs tucked in, head turned towards the bent knee. Relax the face, and let's breathe. And let the neck be long. The shoulders are down. Two more. Okay. Relax the arms, straighten the front leg, and let's shift in those hips. All right, triangle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Drop the hands when you're ready. Top arm up. Make sure you're somewhere comfortable. I know you can always go a little higher. It'll probably be a bit more comfortable. See what you want to do with the top hand. See where you want to position the head. And wherever the head is, even if it's moving, imagine an imaginary support. Like a surface to rest the head on. Breathe deep into the low belly. Both sides of the torso long. Okay, top hand comes to the hip, bend the front knee. Grab your block if you have it. If not, the hands can be on the floor as long as that's comfortable, or maybe on the edge of a chair. We can walk the back foot in or see if we can just launch. Lift the back leg. Do our best to stack the hips. Maybe the top arm comes up. And keep resting the head on that imaginary support. Okay, land. Ooh, relax into a forward bend or any other position that you like. All right, let's lower down into a squat. So we can open up the feet a little. Maybe move the toes up to the side if that feels good. When we come down, the heels might hit the floor or not. If they don't hit the floor, just tuck a blanket under there. Maybe the hands can come in prayer, the elbows inside the knees. And if this isn't comfortable, you could just sit with the soles of the feet together and you'll still get a nice hip opening. About 5 breaths wherever we like. Okay, once you're happy with that, let's help ourselves to sit down. Whew, stretch out those legs. Ah, give yourselves a little shake. Okay, so you might want to sit on something, give yourself a little bit of height. We're going into staff pose. Also, if the low back is rounding or if you have any low back issues, you might like to just bend the knees. You bend the knees and it's a lot easier to lengthen up through the spine. I'm going to go ahead and keep my knees bent. We can have the arms down or up. Let's think of the sit bones moving down and then like lengthening the spine, the base of the skull, the crown. Shoulders fairly relaxed, but like the fingertips reaching up. The armpits open. A few more breaths. Okay, next inhale, let's stretch up a little more. And with the exhale, maybe we can tilt forward. And we'll just do a little forward tilt breath by breath. And if it's comfortable, we can drop the hands. They can land on the legs or the feet. And we'll just take 3 more breaths in our forward fold. And if you're at all worried about the back, keep the knees bent. It's a nice way to do it. Two more. Okay, when you're ready, come back up. Stretch out the legs if you have the knees bent. Let's go into our twist. So the bottom leg can stay long. You can also tuck it under if you prefer. The top leg inside or outside. Before we go into twist, as always, interlace below the knee. Open up through the chest. Long, deep breaths. Okay, take it into the twist. Twisting towards the bent leg. Long, deep breaths. Keep the twist. Turn the head back towards the feet. Okay, come back to center. And let's go ahead and just switch sides. So set up the legs. Interlace the hands below the knee. Long, deep breaths. Shoulders settling down the back. base of the skull lifting up. Relax the belly enough that the breath can easily move in and out. Take it into the twist. Keep the twist, turn the head back towards the feet. Okay, we'll come out of it. It's a good time to put on socks, any extra clothing. And if there's anything you want for the relaxation, like a blanket or maybe a cushion for underneath the knees or something to put under the head, just gather it all up now. And let's come on to the back. So, a couple more things as usual. We'll start with pelvic tucks. So let's make some space underneath the back for the hands. Slide the hands just under the low back. As we inhale, let's tilt the pelvis forward, making a little more space for the hands. As we exhale, let's tilt the pelvis back, squishing the hands into the earth. So just go with your breath, inhaling forward, exhaling back. Okay, let's take the hands away. Tilt the pelvis so that the back is pressing into the earth. Let's let's see if we can keep the back pressing into the earth and lift up the knees. So keep pushing the back into the earth. The pelvis is tilted towards the head. And if it's okay, the arms can also come up. So from here, we can stay right here or maybe add the legs. If you're adding the legs, maybe just tapping one toe and then the other. So we want to keep the back pushing into the earth. If this is too easy, you could make it a leg extension and add the opposite arm. But make sure the back keeps pushing into the earth. So see how you want to play with it for today. And just do whatever feels good. And also know that you can extend the legs more higher up to make it a little less intense. So if you're somewhere like in between the toe tap and the leg extension, you could even extend like up to the sky. A few more wherever we are. Let's just do our best for today. Engage those abs. Okay, let's hug the knees to the chest. Stretch out the low back, maybe rock side to side. All right. If there's any like finishing type of movements you feel like doing before twists, I'm going to stretch my legs up and just walk on the ceiling a little. So just see what your body wants. Also circle the ankles. Basically, whatever feels good for you. A couple more breaths. Okay, any version of twists that you like. Okay, let's set ourselves up for relaxation. Gonna have the legs extended or the knees bent, leaning into one another like I am. Do anything you can to make yourself more comfortable. Make sure the chin is gently tucked in, forehead sloping down. I like the arms alongside, palms up, but whatever feels good for today. Let's give ourselves permission to relax. Gently wake the body up. Inviting movement once it feels good. Giving ourselves a full body stretch. And finally, knees to chest. Rock side to side. And eventually all the way to one side. With the strength of your arms, press up. Make your way into any comfortable seated position. Let's close our practice. Maybe a hand on the heart, hand on the belly. Just breathing with ourselves. Maybe we can silently say something really sweet to ourselves. Maybe send some of that sweetness, that kindness out to our families, friends, the world. Okay, we'll close with a bow, acknowledging, honoring the light, love, wisdom within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've had a good practice and I hope you have a good day. I'll see you again Thursday over on Google Meet and then Friday for back care, gentle yoga, and qigong right here on YouTube. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon.